places on Earth can match the Middle East's breathtaking World Heritage Sites. Stunning examples of antiquity still tower over ancient cities, once lively with thousands of inhabitants.
Jerash is one of the original cities in the Roman Decapolis. Its engineering was so advanced that large parts of the city have survived.
Discovering the lost city of Petra in southern Jordan is an adventure. I crept through the mile-long Siq, which is a long, narrow gorge among 300-foot-tall rocks. Then suddenly I got my first look at the most remarkable of all of Petra's rock-carved buildings, the treasury. This is where the Nabateans stashed all the gold and jewels they traded.
The mystery of the many pyramids in Egypt is that no one knows exactly why and how they were built and how old they really are. Some think that they're actually twice as old as is commonly believed.
The Sphinx is 50 meters long and 22 meters high. During the Ottoman Empire, the Turks used its face for target practice. That's why its nose and beard were blasted off. And over 1,300 miles from Cairo, on the border of Sudan, is the Temple of Abu Simbel, featuring the colossal statues of Ramses II, dedicated to himself.
In the northern part of the Bekaa Valley is Baalbek, the most impressive classical ruins in Lebanon.
In Jerusalem, the Dome of the Rock is one of the city's most historic and symbolic monuments. It is recognized by Judaism, Christianity, and Islam as the site of Abraham's sacrifice. This is Qumran, Israel, where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found in 1947. A Bedouin shepherd boy was looking for his stray goat one day when he found the texts written on parchment and leather inside old earthenware jars in a cave.
With a population of more than 250,000 in 1st century BC, Ephesus, Turkey was the second largest city in the world.
In northern Syria, near the Turkish border, is Saint Simeon, named after a 5th century eccentric who didn't like being around people, so he erected some pillars to get away from them and spent 40 years living and preaching on top of his pillars. Palmyra is the most important archaeological site in Syria. This is the Tetrapolon, which is a Roman monument with a gate on each of its 4 sides, built on a crossroad. In southern Syria, on the Jordanian border, is Basra, the most well-preserved Greco-Roman amphitheater in existence. Buried and obscured under sand, the 2nd century amphitheater was only uncovered in the 20th century.
Masada is the famous Israeli fortress built by King Herod. This is where 15,000 Romans were about to take over hundreds of Jewish freedom fighters who ultimately had to decide between slavery or suicide.